The rain poured down hard that evening, washing the city streets in silver streaks of light. Inside a crowded convenience store, a woman stood frozen, her hands trembling as a security guard grabbed her wrist. "You're coming with us," the guard barked. The cashier nodded quickly. She tried to steal groceries. "I saw her." Customers whispered and stared. The woman's eyes darted around the store, filled with shame and disbelief. She wasn't a thief. She wasn't desperate. But she wasn't ready to reveal who she really was either. Among the shoppers was a tall, broad-shouldered man wearing a worn army jacket. His salt and pepper beard carried the weight of battles fought long ago, but his eyes, sharp, protective, still carried fire. His daughter clung to his arm, her small backpack bouncing as she whispered, "Dad, please, do something." He was a single father, a veteran who had given his best years to his country, and now lived simply, raising his little girl with discipline and love. He watched as the woman's voice broke, "Please, it's not what you think." But no one listened. The guard tugged at her arm, nearly knocking her to the floor. That's when the veteran stepped forward. His voice boomed, steady and commanding, "Stop. Let her speak." The room went silent, eyes shifting toward him. There was something about the way he stood, unshakable, like a wall no storm could move. The cashier scoffed, "Mister, you don't know what she did." The veteran's jaw tightened. "I know what injustice looks like. And this is it." He turned to the woman, his voice gentler now. "Tell me, did you take something?" Her lips quivered. "No. I was just looking. I set everything back down. I didn't steal." The guard rolled his eyes. "That's what they all say." He tightened his grip, but the veteran stepped in, placing a firm hand between them. "That's enough. If she stole something, then prove it. Show us the footage." The room erupted in murmurs. The guard hesitated, then motioned angrily toward the back, demanding the tapes be pulled. Minutes passed like hours until finally, the footage played on a small screen. The entire store crowded around, watching. The video showed the woman picking up items, milk, bread, fruit, but every time, she placed them back before heading toward the exit empty-handed. Not once did she steal. Gasps filled the room. The cashier's face went pale. The guard's grip loosened, and shame spread across his features. The woman's eyes welled with tears, her pride wounded not by the false accusation, but by the humiliation of being treated like a criminal. The veteran bent down slightly, his voice calm but firm. "You owe her an apology." Reluctantly, the cashier muttered an insincere sorry. The woman shook her head, her voice breaking, "You all judged me without even knowing me." The veteran gently guided her outside, his daughter holding onto his other hand. Under the rain-soaked streetlight, the woman finally exhaled, her composure cracking. She turned to him and whispered, "You didn't have to do that." "Why did you?" He looked at her with the kind of honesty that only comes from years of sacrifice. "Because I know what it feels like to be judged before anyone knows your story." She studied him for a moment before sighing deeply. "I should tell you who I am." Reaching into her soaked jacket, she pulled out a leather badge wallet. Inside gleamed her shield. The veteran's eyes widened slightly as she spoke. "I'm a police captain. Off duty. I was here to test how this store treats people. Tonight, I got my answer." The air seemed to shift. His daughter gasped softly, staring at the badge in awe. The captain smiled faintly at her, then turned to the veteran. "You stood up when no one else would. Not knowing who I was. That's the kind of courage this world needs more of." The veteran shrugged, a faint smile touching his lips. "I just did what was right." But the captain shook her head, stepping closer. "No. You reminded everyone here tonight that truth matters more than assumptions. That strength is not about power, but about protecting those who can't defend themselves." Her voice trembled as she placed a hand over her badge. "You may not wear this uniform, but you carry the same honor." The veteran's daughter looked up at him with pride shining in her eyes. "Dad, you're my hero." He smiled down at her, ruffling her hair. "No, kiddo. I just hope you grow up to stand tall for others too." As the captain walked away into the rain, she turned back one last time. "This city needs men like you. Don't ever forget that." Her silhouette disappeared into the night, but the message lingered like an ember in the hearts of everyone who had witnessed what happened. The veteran and his daughter walked home hand in hand, their footsteps splashing in the puddles. The little girl whispered, "Dad, can we tell this story to people? So they know to be brave too." He smiled. "Yes, sweetheart. People need to hear it." And that's where this story reaches you. If you believe in standing up for what's right, if you believe courage can change lives, then be part of this journey. Like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel so more stories of strength, justice, and heart can reach the world. Because sometimes, one voice can silence a crowd, and one action can inspire millions.